Yo, 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 it's your boy, James Brown, back in the building. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, how y'all feeling out there today? I hope y'all blessed, feeling good. Move some of this stuff out the way. Um, yeah, I was just sitting there thinking and about people, negative friends, supposed to be friends, uh, that you have that's connected to you, or whether or not you should leave them alone and take them out your phone, block them, etc. And for most of us, we're not strong. Well, you know, the thing is, we're supposed to forgive. Forgiveness is the best thing. Forgiveness, as far as they done something to you, as far as called you out your name, maybe stole a few dollars, maybe try to discredit you, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to be associated with people like that. Even a girlfriend that did you wrong, cheated on you, etc. And we got to forgive them first. We got to say, hey, if this didn't work out, whatever the case may be, between our friendship, whether it was you or the other person. It could have been something you did. And the person don't want to be bothered with you. And you got to let it go. And you got to forgive them for not wanting to be around you or to correspond with you because, you did something that ticked them off, or whatever the case may be. Like I said, you could have stole from them, could have said some words about them behind their back and they found out, etc., etc., etc. So, with that being said, we have to forgive them. We have to be content with it. Like I said, it is just not working out, whatever the case may be, that made you do something to them or them do something to you. And it's just not straight, it's not a healthy relationship, it's toxic, whatever the reason it may be. So with that being said, in that relationship, should you block them? If the other person you feel as though you're not strong enough and it's a toxic relationship, and you know that down the line you might get back with them, and this is just who they are, and you can't change nobody. The only person you can change is yourself. Remember that. No matter what you do, you could try to give somebody money. Like guys that give girls money to make them love them and forgive them, they're gonna forgive you or not. If a girl gonna care about you, she's gonna care about you whether you give them money or not. So you can't buy people, and you can't and oppress them, like try to impress them and come around with a Ferrari or some crazy mess like that, or get a good suit, or go on vacations and be Facebook pages with, oh, I'm here, I'm in Hawaii, I'm here, I'm in LA, or Hollywood sign behind me, blah, blah, blah. I don't think you want to be in LA now, but you know what I mean. So with that being said, if y'all not getting along without material things, you're not going to get along with material things or gifts of that sort. So this is similar to what's going on. I was listening to a pastor, Apostle Wendell Archie, and he was talking about relationships, as far as you and your spouse, your woman, and your wife, girlfriend, whatever. And he was like, people think that they go on vacation, that it's going to get better if you go, let's take a trip to unwind. Maybe we'll get better if we'll go to Hawaii or to Disneyland. He said, if you can't get along in the same house together, what makes you think you're going to get along going somewhere else? He said, you got to get it right in the same house. That's only a trip. That's only going to last a few, a week or two, or whatever the case, however long you go. He said, people could be on a plane and be close to heaven and still be arguing like cats and dogs, which is true. So if you can't get along together, going taking a woman, I don't believe taking a woman to place. I've had women that try to say, "Oh, you don't take me nowhere. We don't go nowhere. Yeah, we don't get along here. So why would I want to take you somewhere else? Or you don't make me feel as though you're worthy to take you anywhere." You know what I'm saying? How about that part? That's even a bigger part. You know what I mean? Then you can ask yourself the question: why are you even with them if they don't make you worthy to take them anywhere, take them to vacation, stuff like that? That's a good question. And like I said, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself also. And you know, you could say, well, they bad, but they not that bad. But you know, we could just go ahead and try to walk around it. You know, dance around it. That's how they say you dancing around it. You know what I mean? And that's what we do. We dance around things to make up excuses in order to justify what we do. You know what I mean? And I admit, I've been one to do that. Like I've been with women, and I was like, they're a pain in the behind, but they give good massage, or I like the sex and stuff like that, which is another topic that I'm going on. You know, being in toxic relationships just for sex. That's a big thing. People go into relationships and the sex is good. That's like 5%, and 95% of the rest of the relationship is messed up. You know what I mean? So that's another topic I'm going to go through down the line. If you see me glancing over here to my right, it's because that I have cameras. I'm watching. I'm at work. I do security work overnight, 7 days a week. So I'm doing videos while I'm working, but I can talk with a clear head, but I can multitask. So that's why I'm glassing over, but I'm fully coherent and focused on the conversation in hand. Uh, but you know, that's another topic about the toxicity of having this a sexual relationship and you not getting along with other areas of the relationship, which are most important, because you know you got to be able to get along with your mate. Having sex every time you fight or something like that, it's not going to fix it. It's going to lead to something horrible, guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's going to end. You know what I mean? Anyways, with that being said, should you get away? Should you, you know, erase their phone number, block them, etc., stay away from them? And that's the choice everybody's gonna have to make to their own. I don't want to call nobody's choice. What my idea of it is, I think you should, if you think you're going to have feel as though you just can't talk to them like, hey, how you doing on the phone, without them, oh, remember the time we used to do this, or oh, you know I love, or she saying I love you, I miss you, blah blah blah, and you know you've been through the ups and downs for like 7 years of the relationship, and it's just not working. So if you're not strong enough to like, I call it a hate without hating. As far as I ain't getting back with this woman no matter what. Like she's like you strong enough to say, look, she was horrible. I mean, we cool and everything, but the heck if I get back with her. You know what I mean? If you strong enough to think you could do that, and you the hate that I call that without hate, just the hate as far as you know you're not getting back with her. It's like that thing was so bad, you like, man, like I forgive her and everything, and it just didn't work out. If you got that type of attitude, then cool. But if you got the attitude that you might be vulnerable, like for sex or something, some sex stuff, you might say, man, I'm gonna get back with her this cause the sex was good. Then I think you should block that person and erase it and move on with your life. You know what I mean? Maybe like 5, 10 years down the road, maybe whatever, maybe you know, you can say, you know, you can see each other, you can say hi. You could be cordial, how you been, blah blah blah, but don't change no numbers again. You know what I mean? Like if she got a new number, you got a new number, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like just be on a high and buy tip. Sup cause it didn't work. And at a certain age, people change when they get older. But if you at a certain age, like I'm 50, I'm 55, like you pretty much, besides being born again, religiously, you pretty much the same person. You pretty much the same. You're the same person. A lot of times, being born again. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't be having no sex anyway without marriage with that thing. So it's a lot of people that's supposed to be born again, but they're having sex and doing all that stuff. So they're not really born again. They just saying born again by words, not by actions. But that's a whole nother topic. I mean, I don't really get into people's religion or how they practice it. But yeah. So if you feel as though that you can't control your feelings, like she got something on you sexually, you gotta break that. It's a spell. People don't believe in demons or nothing like that, but they're real. That's the demon inside you, that sex demon that's got you lusting and is keeping you in this toxic relationship that's not going anywhere, will never go anywhere, and it'll eventually end. So you might as well move on and find some people that you actually get along with and that y'all have similar interests and y'all have similar destinies as far as what y'all want to do with your future. Like me, I wanna save my money. I'm getting older. When I get a certain age, and I have to retire, I want to have some money. You know what I mean? Saved up. I don't want to be broke. A lot of people get a certain age, like, oh, they don't count on Social Security. Social Security ain't guaranteed. You know what I mean? And look how long it takes to get to that. They raising the age every time you turn around because they don't want to. A lot of people getting older, and that fund they using it to send money to different countries and all that stuff. Government's all messed up. They don't take care of their own. They'll take that money out. Like you look at that Social Security chunk they take out your tax, they'll take it out, but they don't want to give it back. That's the crazy thing. Is the weirdest thing I ever heard of. Oh, we're gonna take this money out for your future. Your future come. You know what? We changed our mind. Well, give me my money back then. Give me all the money you took back all over to how many years you worked and how much they took out. Don't give me no extra. Just give me that money back, because that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? You can't. Government is a fraud, a ripoff, because you say, well, what about the infrastructure, the taxes is paid, for roads, stuff like that. That's what they got a federal income tax for. That's what they got a state income tax for. That's what they got a city income tax for. That's what's for the infrastructure and everything else, our services like police, fire, medical, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be. Okay, now, we're going to try to stay on the topic as far as should you erase the phone numbers or, get off, delete them off your page, block them on your Facebook or whatever devices you have. I went as far as block people off my Cash App. What's that called? WhatsApp app. I just had the app because I got this internet service that you only could deal from through them. So I was like, they contacted me through the WhatsApp app. I was like, what? How the heck they do that? But I blocked them through everything. Just so they couldn't contact me, so I could just have mine to, but sometimes you need time to heal, to get over those sexual cravings and those thoughts of, even you missed them or whatever, you did care for them and love them, but it was toxic and you had to get out. You have to get out these toxic relationships. We have to get out these toxic relationships, ladies and gentlemen. We have to. Because there's a lot of people that's getting shot. Like I seen an incident a couple weeks ago. I didn't see it personally, but I read about it in the news where that ex-boyfriend shot the ex-girlfriend. And I'm like, men shoot women? I mean, well, with the Tory, whatever, what's it called, Megan Thee Stallion and all that stuff. When I seen that, I thought that was like, people was asking, was, do you think he should go to, he a star, he should go to jail? Yes, you shoot a woman, you should be, that should be 50 years. I mean, I don't consent hitting, abusing anything of a woman, period. I have a mother and I have sisters, I have daughters. I don't contend hitting a woman for no reason. I'm the walk away man. But if anything, you could have slapped them like you get mad, you backhand or bow, smack open hand, bow, where it's not going to kill them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you should. I don't condone none of that. So let me make this clear. I don't condone any of that. I shouldn't even be saying open hand, slacking somebody, nothing like that. But if you get that mad at that range, you shooting people or stabbing them and all that stuff, man, look, this, like, walk away. Like, you know what I mean? I call the police on women. I ain't gonna lie. I call the police on them. They start acting nutty. Hello? Yes, I have a situation where this woman that I'm with, she's getting violent, she's getting riled up, and I'm not gonna put my hands on her or nothing like that. So can you please send an officer out to separate us, please? I appreciate it, thank you. That's what you do, brothers and sisters. Both sides. Women, yes, this man, he's getting irate, and I think he's going to hit me. Can you please send an officer? His name is so-and-so and so-and-so, and we are at so-and-so and so, in case they do something to you, give them their name, and they can solve the crime. But when you do that, you give them their name and their address and whatever information you got on them, they not gonna hit you. They definitely not. They gonna kill you unless they really crazy. You gotta be careful when you met somebody like that. But 9 times out of 10, you give a man, if you a woman, and you give the police over the phone, it's recorded. So, and you at so address, because they don't get it, because if they come to that address and they don't come in and check out the scenery and make sure you okay, then they'll bust down the door. They're not gonna leave. So he unless he's stupid, like I said, unless he's really mentally ill, he not gonna do it. That'll diffuse the situation 9 times out of 10. Like I said, unless he's really, really crazy. You know what I mean? Somebody somebody pass your government and everything about you, and you kill them, or do some bodily harm, where the police already got your information. They know who you are. They'll say you live at so and so and so. They'll go track you down. You know what I mean? So, so that's a little tip for y'all ladies and men too. Men, if you got abusive women, I've had abusive women before. So usually when I call the police, they calm down somewhat. So with that being said, if you don't think you have no self-control, where it's the hate with no hate, as far as you'll never get back to them. Deep down in your heart and your soul that you're not gonna get back with them. I would say block them every which way you can. Avoid anywhere. Don't lie to yourself and say, well, I'm gonna drive past their house and see how they doing. Don't do none of that. Avoid any restaurants, anything y'all done together. Don't do it with another woman. Don't do it at all. Unless it's something that you need to live by. It's necessary, like y'all, the restaurant down the street y'all went, you eat there. Can't avoid walking, it's right down the street from your house or whatever, or it's near your job or something like that. You can't avoid certain things. But things you can avoid them until you heal. Until you get over it and you'll move on. And eventually time heals. It does heal. You'll move on, you'll get over it. It's life, you know what I mean? Like that, things like that happen. So, you know what I mean? Don't try to get back. You lost any money. I know people be like, I want to get revenge. Oh, they owe me some money. I did this to them. No, they're going to give me my money. That you're toxic then. You know what I mean? Maybe the toxic person is you. You got to look at yourself. Like, listen, whatever they took. I see people on People's Court, in them little court shows, suing people over like a couple $100. You know what I mean? Like, and they look like they got a couple dollars. They ain't look like they really need it. I mean, looks are deceiving though, but Still, it looked like they. I mean, it seemed like $100. It seemed like the person taking the other person to people's court or filing a court case against them, where they just doing it to be vengeful or spiteful. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I I wouldn't do it. Whatever you. That's why you give somebody something. You should give it to them out the bottom of your heart, and not give it to them because you trying to get something out of you, trying to make them feel a certain way about you, and things of that sort. You know, you can't buy love. You can't buy respect. The person gonna respect you and love you. They're gonna love, respect you, with or without. You know what I mean? And you know, and don't give nobody nothing that you can't afford. That's one of the main things too. If you can't afford to lose it, don't give it to them. I don't. Somebody asks me for money. It could be a girlfriend I've been with for 10 years. And they say, hey, they about to cut my electric off. I need $500. If I'm not going to give it to them, if I can't say, hey, walk away and give this person that money, and I'm not mad after the fact, if she don't give it back, she or he or whatever give it back, like it got to be a gift out the bottom of your heart that you won't have no remorse, you won't feel no type of way. So, that's all. Hey, Miss Brown. So, that's how I feel about that, in that sense. Do not give anybody money that you don't feel as though, if they don't give it back, because I'm gonna tell you what happens in these situations. You lend Joe Smo or Josephine Smo $500. You really want that $500 back. They don't pay it back. You coming at Joe or Josephine Smo like, oh, my money at, blah, blah, blah. Besides resorting to a violent act or something. Besides going into a violent act or some sort of situation like that, which I would never advise. You know what I mean? You know, they gonna have your money. You're gonna be mad, and but they gonna have your money, and then y'all not gonna talk to each other anyway. You know what I mean? Like you not like they gonna block you. They gonna talk about you on social media. Oh, he coming at me about this money. I told him I don't have it. Or she coming at me about this money, blah, blah, blah. But they got your money in the long run. So if you're gonna defriend somebody or somebody gonna be mad at you, let them be mad on the other side, but your money is in here. You know what I'm saying? I say that all the time. Do not lend money out that you can't afford to lose, and you're gonna be mad at that person that's gonna be in your gut and it's gonna disrupt your life. Or the way you feel about them. If they give it back, they might give it back. If it's somebody like, suppose it's like your sister or your brother, and y'all cool all y'all life, and you lend him $500, and he really doesn't have it. He or she really doesn't have it, and you know they going through tough times. They might not give it to you right then and there, but years later, you know they might get on their feet and they might say, "Hey, bro. Remember that money I lent you? I could really need that back there. I'm going through tough times myself." They should lend it to you, and if they good peoples, they'll give it back to you. Well, not lend it to you. They should give it back to you without any remorse, without any problem. Hey, so right now I'm going to end this video. I have a lot of people coming up and down. And I don't want them to think I'm talking to myself. So, with that being said, I'll get back to you. These are introductory videos right now, but they're going to start to get better. So stay tuned. Click that notification button, subscribe, and send out a like if you like the video. Peace and blessings.